It was taken away from us, but we should have. We did great in New Hampshire. We should have won New Hampshire, but that's okay.
President Donald Trump threw himself another rally on Thursday night in a state he nearly clinched in 2016. According to him, his Manchester, New Hampshire event even broke the venue's attendance record set by Sir Elton John. This is Lucas Meyer, the 29-year-old president of the New Hampshire Young Democrats, who is working to stop Trump from flipping the state. We invited him to the rally. Why did you agree to do this rally today?
I agreed to do it today because, one, I think it's instructive to experience that. I mean, this is a really unique time in our country's history. Maybe I'll learn something new. Like, I don't count on it, and part of it is I want to see it to like motivate myself for the next year and a half, to see what sort of like rhetoric, what we're up against. It's always good whenever you're organizing to like remind yourself like why you're doing this and like what drives you to do it. And sometimes like confronting that hate is like the only way to do it.
Yeah, this is not what Manchester looks like on a average Thursday afternoon. This feels like a carnival.
Meyer has gone to one other of these events, but that was as a protester. This time, he wanted to try and understand why people support this president at all.
We have Lucas here, who's a Democrat.
Respect it.
How would you convince someone like Lucas to vote for the president in 2020? What do you think he's doing right?
Okay, so my first question is, do you love America?
Yes.
Okay, because that's a huge problem on the left right now, is that they don't love America. They hate Trump more than they love America. So I love my country more than just about anything in the world. And I would say that if you love our country, vote for Trump because he's doing everything he can to protect our nation.
Can we like unpack that like love for America and like what does that mean to you, and what about what the president has done makes you think that he loves America?
He loves America because of his foreign policy, how he's being hard on our borders. He's being hard on other countries that that are disrespecting us and have been for decades. And that's why I love him. I want everybody to be here. I want everybody to love our country as much as I do.
I think Donald Trump has fundamentally changed our country in a number of ways. And I guess a question to you, you think...
For the better or for the worse?
For the worse.
For the better. Has he done anything good?
He has energized a lot of my friends to get off their ass and do something, so that's good.
He didn't find much common ground, not even with someone who once voted blue.
I am a registered Democrat, and
Is that a surprise?
I'm not in New Hampshire.
I've been watching since 2016. I've been watching because I was a Bernie girl. He had something really special. And I followed that whole process, and I watched what the Democratic Party did to him, what the Democratic National Committee did to him, and I was disgusted. And I will never vote for another Democrat so long as the party continues down that path.
Does she have a point? About 2016 and how Bernie was treated by the party?
Here in New Hampshire, I mean, we're in a state where Bernie won handedly, right? So I personally do not see that there were institutional hurdles thrown in his campaign. I think Hillary Clinton pretty fairly won that race.
Are you of the opinion that she won the popular vote?
I think that's a fact. I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's a fact that she won the... No, you disagree? She didn't
I disagree, but okay.
When the time came, thousands of superfans stood outside the venue to catch a glimpse of 45 on the Jumbotron.
Your devotion and your drive, we are going to keep on working, we are going to keep on fighting, and we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning.
That was one of his longest speeches that I've ever heard. How are you feeling now?
Awful. Terrible.
Do you think he's an effective messenger for his campaign?
Yeah. It's easy to message when you lie. He is very savvy about how to lay out his argument, in that anything he says that will be fact-checked and be proven to be totally fucking bullshit. Right after, but the fake news will tell you otherwise. That feels like fascism to me. That feels really dangerous to me. And we saw it in those, what seemed like very civil conversations, but we were talking right past each other, right? Because they were operating under a whole different other set of facts than what I was operating under.
Did you learn anything at all from speaking with the Trump supporters before the rally?
I learned that we have to work our asses off if we're going to beat them. Because the level of, I don't know what the word is. The only thing that comes to mind is indoctrination. There are going to be people who are really, really bought in and have no connection to what's actually happening in the world, in my opinion. And to overcome that, it's going to take a lot of work.